Hey, good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. And every Tuesday, 8 p.m., we do Poetry Corner, and it's just season two, episode three. And we have an interesting cast tonight. A lot of energy, to let everybody know we got a lot of energy going tonight. And we have a couple poets that's still going to enter into the arena. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's
Hey,
happening?
what's up?
Hello.
All
Hey,
right, all right. We're gonna because the newer poets aren't here. Usually they go first. So we got a poet. We got a poem that poetic is dedicated a couple years ago. We're gonna start with poetic, and he could do his poem.
Oh man, I don't have that piece.
Uh oh. Oh, I caught him, Nicole. I caught him.
Yeah,
Now
I don't have that piece.
we just
Got him.
we just want the audience to know that we are aware of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Um,
Yes.
we do have a lot of female poets as well as men can catch breast cancer as well. So we just want everybody to know that we are aware of the month, and we want to just understand of early detection is the best way to diagnose it. So with that, we still gonna start off with poetic for the day and keep that energy going.
All right. The title of my piece is called Mood Effect Love. I be me and you be we. Forgive my bad grammar. I'm a poet, so my words are far from substandard. In fact, as I use each and every syllable to describe you in low and high octaves, I'm very much stable because I have this condition that causes me to lose every ounce of fear in any situation. And well, it's all because you are around. While I place my feet on solid ground, it's because you decided to take a chance and bring to my resemblance, my remembrance, just how necessary my words are. See, you keep raising the bar. I see the look in your eyes and hear the sincerity in your voice. It leaves me no choice. So I fall in love with you over and over again, every day. And even when you get mad, angry, or even upset, I live life with you with no regret because my empire just doesn't work without you. It's true. As a man, I make mistakes, but you remind me, as long as I don't dwell on them, I will be fine. And we will conquer this thing called love together. And through the words in my ink, I'll remember just how strong of a man I truly am. Verbal utterances of pain and hurt must scram, because the queen has spoken with just her look. And my soul she reads like an open book. The metaphors of my heart, delight in the pleasures of her spark. She consumes my desires, she fuels my fire. Her moments are tied to the crown resting upon my head. She becomes and is my everything while calming my red. The emollients of her voice allows me to take the world by force. And that's that piece.
all right, brothers. Dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're starting this off early. That moved right. Okay, Gina Storm, let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna do a breast cancer piece. I told y'all what I was
See,
gonna do,
she in
so
the
this is a
I
freestyle.
see you have purple on. What does purple represent?
Actually, this purple is a lupus T-shirt, but I have also a purple Superman T-shirt that I wear for domestic violence.
That's right. That's right.
So I just my purple T-shirts have purple T-shirts, y'all. So domestic violence will be my next piece, but my first piece will be breast cancer awareness. This one is real near and dear to my heart because I have three breast cancer survivors in my family, one cousin and two aunts. One of my aunts had a double mastectomy. If you don't know what a mastectomy is, that means that she lost her breast due to metastasized tumors found in each breast. And it was better to lose the breast than to lose her life. So I'm going to dedicate my freestyle for Black Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October, to those who have lost their lives, those who are still fighting and battling for their lives, and for those who are supporting breast cancer warriors. I'm simply going to title it Boobies. I remember one time I was in the shower. I was lathering up, singing to myself and such. The hot water was beating down on the back of my neck, and my head was recently cut. So I'll just say that my scalp was being massaged instead of I was washing my hair because there wasn't much there. One of my cousins had lost her hair due to chemotherapy, and she was feeling really bad about missing the woman that she used to be. And I said, girl, please look at your face is cute. You don't have to have hair in order to be gorgeous. You're still you. She said that chemotherapy was breaking down her body and that she would be so nauseous all the time. She couldn't eat and she was wasting away. And I told her that you don't have to just pray. I do understand that the doctors gave you lots of medicine for these other treatments that you're taking and whatnot, but I know something that'll make that nausea immediately stop and your appetite will come right back. And she said, what's that? Oh, it's this little plant that I love to have in my life every single day. And I just called her Mary Jane. So I got a few of the plants that I had in my stash and took them to her crib. And I knew that they would last. And I crumbled them up in my purple grinder, you see. And the next thing you know, she was like me smoking weed. And she said, do you ever give yourself breast exams at home? I said, sure I do, but I get a mammogram every year too. She said, we're in a certain group when there's more than one person in your family who is surviving or battling breast cancer, then your numbers are alarming. I talked to my mom about this and she said it too. So we got this additional test, something about BRCA or Braxton. I'm not really sure what the language is, but you know it if you've had it too. It's like whether or not there is a history of breast cancer in your genealogy, and you have to do what other women don't do normally because you don't want to end up being one of those who, when you're going for the mammogram and they're smashing your boobies, get that phone call that comes and says that they found something and they need to take a closer look. Prior to me getting my breast reduction and lift, I'm not going to put my boobies on the camera right now so that you can see them up close, but understand this. I dropped from a 38 triple H down to just a D. Those other boobies were just too big for me. I wasn't built to hold that rack. As a matter of fact, they were killing me. My back, neck, and shoulders would hurt all the time, and I felt like I was going to pass out. So, ooh-wee, I was so happy to get that breast reduction. But this is one thing that I found out. During mammogram, the last one that I had before my surgery, they did it, and they found a lump that they needed to take a closer look at. They did an ultrasound as well, and that one was benign. But what if they hadn't found it in time? Then breast cancer survival might be a phrase that I would use for myself this time. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful for the fact that I've been micromanaging my own health since I was 27 and got the lupus diagnosis. Ladies, every month when you're in the shower, one time, just mark it for the same day. It can be the day in which you were born. Check your own boobies. Start with your thumb. Work your hands around your boob from the nipple out around the areola and all the way underneath. See if there's anything that's abnormal, some anomaly. If there's any lump or any mass that you haven't felt previously, let your doctor know. It could save your life. And I love you, sis. So I hope that you understand and appreciate what I had to say. I'm Gina Storm. Thank you for indulging me in peace.
Yes, yes,
All right.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
For those
Super fly.
that don't know in the chat, Gina loves to freestyle. She loves to recite poetry that comes to her head, and it's not freestyle anything is not easy. And it's quite hard. Definitely, if you're the type of person that'll forget in mid thought. So, Gina, we
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, and I definitely understand how hard it is because that memory, even though you can have a great memory, you can forget in mid thought plenty
Sure.
of times.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Whitney's here. What's up, Whitney?
Hey, Whitney.
Her mute is my.
Hey, what's up, Whit?
Unmute your mic, Whit.
Unmute.
There we go. You unmute it. She's still muting her mic. She just want to give us a selfie of her cheesing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it got frozen. I think it got
Yeah, I think
frozen.
so too.
But Nicole,
Yes.
you up?
All right.
Brookins.
It's I. It is I. All right. So, welcome.
Say Rob the wise son.
Oh,
Good
you
evening,
ready?
brothers and sisters.
Oh, brother, what's up?
Hey man, it's another day in the hood. How's everybody doing this evening?
Okay.
Great.
It's good to see you
Happy and
all.
blessed.
Amen. Amen.
Thank
Ashe.
you. I say.
All right. So this is what I call the pink ribbon. The pink ribbon. The pink ribbon was not used for her hair. It wasn't to hold it in a cute ponytail, neither for a gift that was wrapped carefully with love. The pink ribbon stood for a lot more. That simple folded over fabric was the entity that so many despised, so many hated to hear about, and so many who were frightened by it. That ribbon represented a thief who stole so many lives. It robbed the joyous essence of so many women, but made sure it did not discriminate against men in the process. Hearing the phrase pretty in pink never could describe this particular ribbon. The pink ribbon, to some, symbolizes the pain, sickness, and struggle. Nothing is pretty about the loss of appetite, hair, or even self esteem. But in every bad thing, there can be some good to be found. The ribbon at times reminded the overcomer of its defeat. The pink ribbon can manifest to to the newly diagnosed that they can beat and win the fight. That little pink ribbon can inspire maybe one more to do a self check, to schedule an appointment, or talk to a family member or friend. That ribbon can be the push to get through one more day, knowing there will soon be a cure. The pink ribbon is a remembrance that reminds me of the ones who fought the good fight, not losing, but just taking rest. That's that.
All right.
And I just want to do one little quick thing. I do dedicate it because I did lose my aunt a couple years back to
Yeah.
breast cancer. So it is a little hard when it comes around. And then
Mhm.
of course other people, friends and classmates. So I honestly say if you have people here, love on them when you can, because you never know when you'll take your next breath.
Amen.
Sure be.
I heard that. I appreciate that. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I definitely understand how breast cancer just don't affect one person, but the entire family is infected with cancer. Once one person got cancer, everybody in the family has that. So I definitely feel where you're coming from. The love is felt, sis.
Absolutely.
I, 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 I don't know who I want to pick next. Uh, Jay Wise.
You look a little sleepy today.
No, he ain't
Nah,
sleep. He ain't sleep. He ain't sleep.
Okay.
nah, I'm not sleepy. I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy.
All right.
Um, this piece is entitled "If I Could Teach." If I could teach classes in the language of lost souls, once thought it was not okay to be afraid of a future that's as bright as a Kente sky. Who can't deny who we used to be when we were free? I say I taught history in sentences that resemble ancient empires and sun gods before they captured the dreams of the hereafter, while picking cotton and singing spirituals, dreaming of the days when life was so simple. I teach mathematical equations that have been long forgotten but were written in clay that have withered away due to time when only a few of us decided to learn the language of the stars as we navigated our futures, forgetting about the pitfalls. I'd instruct dancers of this world to our earliest polyrhythms when we used to use skins of our feast to make drums that spoke yet another language to other villages, asking, can you hear them when you let the rhythm hit them? And as we see them in djembe strums, and dancing along lines of our own beautiful essence, or just for the sake of this conversation, I let cursive rule the day, when the multitude of written stories was once only told by elders as love has returned to our touch. You see, we've lost that. And it's been gone for so long that we have not forgotten how to get it back. But too many of them say that my brand is this, my brand is that, and this is so important to me. But I teach the written classes to the masses so that the stories of us will continue past the apocalypse and the strain of our own post-traumatic slave syndromes. And my only hope is that someday we make it past the pain. Make it past the pain so that someone will stumble upon these etched pieces called poetry and discover them while listening to an old dusty record called Purple Rain. Because if I could teach anything, I really would teach the language of poetry. Because it's the only foreign language besides our original tongue that I really ever tried to master. And that's that piece.
Yes. Yes.
Man, you see why you my favorite poet, bro? You see why you my favorite poet?
That was very good. Very good.
That's why. That's why.
You see, y'all can't see it because I got this big thing over here, but I can't show it to you. There's a real big picture of Van in my house. It's a life-size poster. Y'all just can't see it. It's right over here. When I'm gonna set the computer up and next time. It's a life-size picture. And my mother doesn't think I know Van, but I'm like, I really do know that guy.
Hey, Whitney.
Yes, sir.
We usually when you're on the show, the kids are giving it to you. Where are they at tonight?
Man, that's what took me so long. I had everybody running around in the yard. I put everybody in the bathtub. Everybody had their food. Everybody was KO. Everybody is KO right now. Their homework and played out. I got them chocolate wasted and let them run around in the yard.
Well, you're up tonight. You're up right now.
All right.
Wow.
This piece is called Never. Never say I love you if you don't really care. Never talk about your feelings if they aren't really there. Never hold my hand if you're going to break my heart. Never say you're going to if you don't plan to start. Never look into my eyes if all you do is lie. Never say hi if you really meant to say goodbye. If you really mean forever, then you will try. Never say forever because that makes me cry.
Woo.
All right now. All right now.
Straight to the point.
All right.
Not never.
That's what's up.
Never.
That's when you get in the ABC, the handwritten. Never. Yeah. Gina Storm, you know about that, right?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Rita?
It's funny.
Okay. This is called Love Tastes Like. If I can share with you my sounds of pain, then I can certainly entertain the taste of love that flow through my brain. Love tastes like a deep dimple that I envision a place to swirl my tongue, a sexy little thing from a smile that has me sprung. Love tastes like the iron and the smell of my children's hair as they bleed upon my chest. No feeling deeper can ever be expressed. Love tastes like the sweet sound of my name said only in a way a mother could, and the right amount of salt of life my father provided to make sure I understood. Love tastes like that perfect blend of Malibu, ginger ale, pineapple, and cranberry juices your friends rush in when you've told that guy deuces. Love tastes like his sculpted, chiseled, chocolate complexion back. Yeah, I said his back. Leading to a mixture of our pheromones and a clashing of our souls into a full soundtrack. And for me, and all that's embedded in me, it's no mistake. Love tastes like the very last drop of the sweetest spoonful of buttercream to your whatever flavored cake.
Uh-oh.
I want to taste that love.
Uh-oh.
That tastes.
Okay, that's all it needs to be. That is.
I want to know, does that kind of love have a twin sister?
What flavor is that? Baskin Robbins.
Right.
That
Like a
inbox.
really
I don't have a sweet tooth, and my mouth is watering.
That's beyond Baskin and Robbins.
For real.
Listen, my mouth went dry, so excuse me.
King,
What's up, man?
Wow.
you up?
This is a piece.
Woo.
This is a piece I call "Just Like That." Revelation is here, taking over Genesis. It's not hard to believe it's strictly business. While speculation is high on a name, know the name. Things will never be the same, gotta adapt to the change. Heard word on the street, there's a meet and a greet. Might take a few months or a notification in a week. Only the strong will survive against the eyes that lie. Keep your dignity and pride, respect the power on the rise. New players, new wagers, don't be shocked by the paper. Embrace the nice flavor by a team of moneymakers. What's not in jeopardy is a fake sound of urgency. Understand hypocrisy. Common sense is honesty. Too many got a story inside the story of a story. That shit kill me and bore me, so I consult this deep shorty. School me to what is and what is not. Check the plot. Time is on a clock that you won't see behind what's locked. Powered by the ancestors. Ashe. King.
Tell that
Ashe,
story.
brother.
Tell
Ashe.
that story.
I say.
Thank you.
Ashe. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Ashe. Oh.
Mm. It's poetic.
Well, this piece is called You Are. I would like to coat your lips with my essence, while you marvel at the infinite possibilities of how I may please your circumference. See, I'm persistent in learning and understanding how to satisfy you. Through acts and deeds, you will witness the manifestation of how my words are true. While I will continually enjoy the beautiful harvest of your autumn's fall, maybe I'd like to press you against the wall. Plant my lips on top your lips, run my fingertips through your hair as my skin cells make love to your hair follicles. Well, how's that for exponential growth? Because I value your worth. Maybe I'd like to use my hands to ravish your body while making hot eye contact through each pulsation as your aurora guides me. The atmosphere, hemisphere, and stratosphere wishes they could be here to witness the amount of heat given off by our sun rays, while the moon wants to just romance our delights and nights and days. The day calmly seek justice for the crimes of passion being committed. As I hold the back of your neck, my body pressed against yours, you insisted that I continue kissing you so passionately, that our chakras are all aligned together purposefully. Demonic forces marvel at how heated we've become. Do you mind if I use my elemental power to make you come? The tantric exercises ignited the sheer level of combustible, erotic powers unleashing unmovable, shooting stars that give way to pure excellence. Can I place my steel pen in your ink? Well, by chance? To explore the illustrations of your mind, make them come to life with my quill, only to find just that you are waiting to script me, scribe me, write me, ink me. Fantasies, they go through the motion pictures of my mind, and in real time, I begin to find just how your essence tastes upon my lips. Now I need to feel your other lips, just to see how powerful and just how flavorful you are. You truly are. And that's that piece.
We need it.
Got that steam going.
Yeah.
I'm not even snapping. I'm not snapping my fingers at that man. I'm sitting here clutching my pearls. I'm sitting here clutching my pearls.
Hot
'Cause I
flashes.
shouldn't
I
even be
need
listening to that kind of material.
We need an intermission.
Yeah. Ma, Van's talking shit again.
See,
Uh,
I would be
Wow.
I would be wrong to do what I'm about to do, but I have to do it. J. Rob, go right up behind him.
Yeah, you wrong for that because you
Oh,
know.
come on,
You
man.
know how
Not
he
me.
do.
Nah, man. Actually, my oh man.
You don't have to go along that same.
Ma,
Do your own thing.
Nicole, we don't need disclaimers.
I got something for Van. This piece is entitled "What Do Kisses Dream About."
Hey, J Rob.
Did he freeze?
Yeah, he must have froze for a second. Hold up. J Rob froze. I'm trying to keep that energy. Hold up. Hold up.
Hey, my mama. Hey, my mama.
Hey, hello, darling. Hello, everyone. Greetings, salutations.
All right, J Rob gonna come back in, but let's go with Mama. You here now?
Yes, I'm here. Greetings to everyone.
Greetings.
You want me to just go in?
Just go in.
All right. I only have one chance to make a first impression, so I'm gonna do my signature piece called Word Madam. How's my volume? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is a piece called Word Madam. I'm the word madam. I play with words erotically, but you must really listen to me to get the deepest meaning metaphorically. You see, words work for me like ladies of the night. They bring me what I ask for. My words are money divas, like the oldest profession in the world. Words, my words, will tease you, suggesting to you what and when and what you want. I have prostituting pronouns working for me, hustling for me. You feel what they leave you with, because I am the word, madam. Pimping, macking, slapping these phrases is what I do, smacking these old metaphors around, and I give the young new words some bling to compete with the colloquialism and their hooks. See, I have high-class hookers in my stable, bringing experience to the table. Old working girls who are likened to an oxymoron. Ooh, it hurts so good. Intellectual women with intuition, broads with brass balls talking back, giving men a hard time. Pun intended. Brutal subordination. Watch how they handle it. You feel what we leave you with. Old broads, like vocabulary queens, empresses of sentences, patronizing the patrons with promises. Expressionists, turning tricks into patronizing future appointments with ballads for monetary exchange. See, my spit is like past participles dangling, sliding down poles, a pregnant pause, waiting for a lap dance. Then he came and made it rain. The ending was a proposition, wrongly being accused as a preposition. Phone sex. A date just listens to sex talk. And I make him think it's all his idea. What he wants done to him, using tricks of the respected trade like sexy soliloquies in silk panties and draped fur boas and high heels. He has heard her, never laid his eyes on her. But my poetry will lie to you and make you pay for the privilege. My poetry will blow smoke up your dairy air and tell you how to receive the message. And then I'll lull you to sleep with a lullaby. She, me, we be the master of alibis, and we make manipulation look like miracles. My words, see, my words can only do what I tell them to do, because I am the word, madam. and I cannot afford to leave wanton adverbs such as lasciviously and salacious running around naked in my poems, at least not for free. Feel me?
That's
Yes.
my mama.
God,
That's my
darn.
mama right
Yes.
there.
Yes. 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 Come through and set it on
Thank
fire.
you. Amen.
Mm.
Now that's how you
Ah.
make an entrance. What an entrance there. Mama,
Woo-wee.
usually before a poet comes on, I usually ask them where they from and what got them into poetry. If you don't mind, could you do that now for us, please?
My name is Mama Oladeji. They call me the all-round queen. People say I can do anything, so they call me the all-round queen. I have 2 children and I am a mommy. One father died, so I turned daddy. I'm raising up my children with a reciprocity. The religion that I love, it has a principality. I come from Cleveland, the place they call the Plum. Cleveland, Ohio is where I come from. And my legacy goes all the way back to Paul Lawrence Dunbar. And I know that I'm a star. So I'm here where you are, in the
Thank you.
building.
Definitely appreciate your presence tonight. And woo.
Thanks for
was
inviting me. I'm old, so y'all know I might be a little slow, but I'm sure.
Now you got it. You okay? J Rob, you
Sir.
up, brother?
My man. Hey, I don't know what happened. My computer just went blank, and I was like, "Yikes!" But you got me now, so I'm good. This piece, as I was trying to compete with Van, which is an impossible feat. This piece is entitled "What Do Kisses Dream About?"
Ooh.
The preconception of her warm breath just before they meet. The thought that this feeling will actually sweep her off of her feet. The moisture of her tongue as she licks her upper. Yeah, she thought right. She said, "I'm kind of a nasty mother." And bites mine as she reveals a tongue from the shallow of her inner sanctum. Her mouth buzzes like a bee when I feel her kissing on me with such passion. To this gratification, mine can't wait until she does that again for the same reaction. I must be dreaming again. You see, this only happens when I have this feeling that I'm fiending like a crackhead on the front lines in this crunch time, and she still moves me with slow, steady kisses. Not wanting to waste any drop of saliva, but wants to savor each second of wetness. Her lips said that this is a test, and her question was,
Yeah, J Rob must have dropped for a second. He'll come back in because I seen where it froze.
it froze?
Just be a little patient. Yeah, it froze for a second, J Rob. No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Where did I freeze at, brother?
You was probably about 10 sentences in and it froze. Actually, your picture keep frozen. Your video is freezing now as we speak. There you go.
I got to get this right. Actually, you might want to pass me by until I can get this thing taken care of, bro. I deeply apologize, everyone.
That's okay. You know, we definitely appreciate you always on the show.
Technology is not perfect. It's still a flawed science. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Let's go, Gina Storm. I know you've been waiting.
Oh no, I can listen to y'all all night. I don't even need to go. Like for real. J Rob had me in a trance. Mama Oladeji did that. This is the best thing ever, y'all. Okay, so I did my breast cancer. I gotta do my domestic violence. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I am both a victim, survivor, and perpetrator. So my story when it comes to domestic violence is quite different. And domestic violence shapes you, whether you think it does or does not, it actually does. So I acknowledge that violence can't be part of my future because it was part of my past. So I do domestic violence poetry to end the cycle of violence that it cannot and will not be my family's legacy. I'm tired of my freestyle. I'm done. I woke up this morning with the rising sun, and I usually don't sleep at night. So it was amazing to me. It had been a long time since I saw the sunrise, you see. I would sleep on an opposite schedule of my husband because every time we shared a bed, I felt like he was mad. He would be angry, and not just at me, angry because he was black, angry because he was a man, angry because he had struggles that I guess I didn't understand. Then in the back of my mind, I would think, take a deep breath. Underneath the mint and the cologne, you smell alcohol. He's going to be in that zone. You know, that crazy place that makes him believe that you're his property and not the woman that he shared vows with in front of each other's family, the pastor in the church that was founded by his daddy. Me wearing a white dress and him wearing a white tux because we both had said that we were saving ourselves for marriage. But a month later, when I found out I was pregnant, I'd also gotten a venereal disease from my husband, and I knew immediately that he was a liar, but it took him quite some time before he hit me. There were other things that he would do, like criticize everything that I wore, the way that I cut my hair and walked some more. There would be things that I didn't even know I was doing wrong, and before I could take my first breath of the morning, I would still be anxious about the night before. I would wonder if today was going to be the day that he said, damn Gina, or if he was going to treat me like a whore. This is going to be the day that he hits me so hard that I lose consciousness and don't know if the blackout came from exhaustion, from fighting this struggle every day, or if he actually landed a punch in a way that would make it impossible for me to see another day. One day he went to work and he had been gone for several of the days before. He didn't come home. He didn't call. He didn't text. I guess that wasn't a priority, and neither was our child. So even though I was wheelchair bound at the time, I packed a bag for her, one for me, called a friend, and we went to the airport, you see, and we were in Chicago the very next flight. My family told me not to go back, and I stayed away. I filed for divorce about a week later and had a restraining order in place. He drove all the way from Oklahoma City, enraged. By the time he got to my mother's door, I could see it all over his face. His body was practically shaking. He was so angry. But I had a trick up my sleeve or two. Called my daddies, my uncles, and my brothers, and he knew what he couldn't do. He couldn't hit me. He couldn't take me away. I was no longer going to be treated like property. This time the divorce stuck. I didn't go back to him foolishly. People always ask women, why do you stay with the man that hits you? You have to understand that he didn't start off that way. He was my shiny prince, and I loved him with every fiber of my being, with my every breath. But after the name calling became more than just him being drunk, when he would say things to me that made my heart sink in a place that I didn't know it could be sunk, when I lost my voice and I couldn't speak because I cried so much, my eyes were dry and they hurt when I blinked. I knew that that would be coming too. It's just a escalation of violence, I assure you. When people show you who they are, you have to believe them the first time. The first time he hit me, I should have left, but the fault was mine. But now that I know better, I do better. And I will not take any kind of abuse, nor will I dish any out, because that has no use. So being a victim is one thing. Being a perpetrator is something else. But being a survivor means that you love yourself. I'm Gina Storm. Thank you for indulging me. In peace.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
So, thank you, Gina. For those in the chat, we just want you guys to know that Poetic is here. Something is just going on with the camera right now. But Poetic is here. J Rob is here. And usually around this time, we always try to let everybody know that Poetic and J Rob do another show at 9 o'clock. So we try to get them in as much as possible.
Hey, I'm gonna get this piece in before the show
Absolutely.
ends,
Go
man.
ahead. Go ahead.
One, I'm gonna try to get this thing done. I got a split screen go now, so let's see if I can get it to work this time. Oh, technology, stop being so rude. Okay, this piece is entitled "What Kisses Dream About." Can you see me?
Yeah, we good.
Deal. The preconception of her warm breath just before they meet, the thought that this feeling will finally sweep her off her feet. The moisture of her tongue as she licks her upper. Yeah, she thought right when she said, "You're a real nasty mother." And she bites mine as she lowers her tongue from the shallows of her inner sanctum. Her mouth buzzes like a bee when I feel her kissing on me with such passion to this gratification mine. Just can't wait until she does that again for the same reaction. I must be dreaming again. This only happens when I have this feeling and I'm feeling like a crackhead on the front line, like it's crunch time. And yes, she moves me as she kisses me so slowly. Not wanting to waste a drop of saliva, but wants to save every second of wetness in her lips, says this is a test. Her question was which lips on my lips from under my chin or beneath my hips taste best. But it really don't matter because either way, it's my intention to shatter any thought of someone else ever coming close to enjoying those lips the way I do. When I'm sucking, licking, biting, or enjoying every bit of you, it's all that I can actually consume intellectually before my lips taste the sting of your perfume. And just then, you slid your tongue in my mouth for the last time that night, and I think I did miss you more than I used to. And I find myself trying to bite my lips the way you used to. And when that doesn't work, I stay licking my lips until you bring those fully functional, passionate lips back to breathe on mine once again. And then I go biting my lips again. And I keep asking, where are you? And I ask you in my head to please come back here and to add some satisfaction to this passion. Because mine just love it when you bring yours closer to me. When you begin to pout. Because that's when it all comes true. And I'm still trying to figure before you leave, what do those lips dream about? If you haven't figured it out, come here. Let me show you. In peace.
That's my
Yes.
brother right there, man.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Dope.
Yes.
Nicole, did you have something you wanted to say?
Great. Great.
You up, Nicole?
Oh, I am? Okay. So this is another new one now. And as they say, I'm an artist, so I'm sensitive about my But all right. As I remember the events of yesterday, I noticed how my last excuse me, let me start over. As I remember the events of yesterday, I noticed my last 5 heartbeats were beyond erratic, squirming in my chair as if I was listening to Eddie King Jr. belting out that note on stage. Not only was I brought to my highest peak of ecstasy, having me slumped over like Lady singing the blues. The session had my heart racing as if I was going down a winding hill with no brakes, mahogany, holding to your body tightly to enhance our intimate closeness. I think a tear might have fell when I thought of the embrace we experienced just before collapsing and moving to our separate corners. Then the mental sound of a bell rang for round 2 when I began to brush against you. Lights set on you, and you were there looking all thirsty for another taste. It was calling just like it did Pookie, but you wanted to act like a new jack. It did not matter that it was the height of summer, sweating and panting as our bodies collided. I even think I heard myself saying Old Mookie instead of his real name. Thankfully, he was too into concentrating on the exact stroke to hit the right spot to really set it off, all the while making it mo better. He looked at me and saw the sparkle in my eye, and he knew he had me. And in my mind, I kept thinking of the tune, what can I do with this feeling? And that was the moment I knew I was hooked on his love, or rather loving. All the while, I was trying to give him something he could feel, but soon months will go by and he was just offering a piece of his love until he eventually was saying, goodbye, love. Not trying to accept what he was trying to say, I continued to ask, is this the end? And looking crazy and lost in love. While his actions, not always words, told me, you're not my kind of girl.
You know, I love the New Edition references in that piece.
Yeah. I was gonna say, girl, you had Van at the beginning because he loved anything with New
You
Edition.
had me, girl.
This piece is dope. I love this.
Definitely when I raining tonight, huh? All right, Brother Poetic, you up next here.
All right. Okay. The title of this piece is called Pheromone Effect. The fact that she wanted to be the water to quench my thirst. So I thought at first. There's no way this chemically imbalanced, emotional creature created by God would be my chalice. Wanting to pour her H2O liquids down my esophagus and help my life-nurturing process. Plus, she was willing to put aside her hurts and pains to show this man the elevation of his brains, while she provides the depth of power to his soul's elemental shower. She was referred to him by Nefertiti herself, while his juices flowed like the Nile River himself, even while she changed my behavior with her aurora making me crave her more. Her one-word written story was my name dripping off her lips in his glory. If I had a love allergy, she said, she's all the ingredients in the Benadryl I need, and me, I just need to accept she. Allow her to shine in thine own energy whenever I'm around. She said, King, can I get on my knees and shine your crown? How could I resist such a goddess, whose words play upon my intellect unless she used her hands to massage my ego, carefully tasting the verbs of my words while we play Twister or Uno? Not board games, but erotic foreplay. As she runs naked in the forest of my mind, telling me she's my gravel to walk upon, and please grind. Grind your melanin smooth tongue in the elixir of my Kama Sutra that made me sprung. She forced the erection of my ink, made me sit on my throne, and made me think of the power she demonstrates as my queen. Knowing it is she I have seen, draped across the sheets of my mind. Man, these pheromones leaking isn't hard to find. And that's that piece.
That's where we going.
All right.
All right.
That's where we going, huh?
Well, you know.
Rita, you up next.
Okay, this is called Tired. If I could count the number of times I've said I'm tired, just tired of the setbacks, the sadness, the tears, the disappointments, and yes, the liars. I probably already traveled through the universe, through infinite dimensions, while still trying to figure out each calculation of my journey's intentions. As I search for life's purpose and attempt to understand the lessons, cognizant enough to wake up before any self-oppression. Wake up and discover that being tired is just the beginning, that has no definitive ending. All I gotta do is rise up and remember I'm winning. Acknowledge the sadness so I can continue grinning. Allow the tears to flow until they start thinning. Regard disappointments as part of daily living. One can't stop the lies from spinning, but I can look into one's eyes and be forgiven. And as long as I don't let any of it bring me to exhaustion and I exhibit caution, protect my mind and heart, being tired is just not enough to tear me apart. That's it.
Nice.
All right. Oh, we dropped out. Okay, Mama, we're gonna go with you right now. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, got my mic open. Mic check, 1, 2.
Yes.
Mic check. This is called Read My Pages. From stone to bone, to hieroglyphics to alphabets, images and letters, from tablets to the printing press, from skin to leaves, stamps, seals, and indigo, lead pencils, ink, or charcoal. I am a scribe. I've got to write. I was assigned to this job, so it must be completed. Now is my time to record in the book of life, never to be deleted. I am a poet, respected or rejected. I burn words like incense from now in time, since the rocks of ages. Read my pages. I have the wisdom of the sages. I am old but up to date, holding secrets in my memory bank. Like an old computer with a crucial update. I am a scribe. I have to write. What comes up must come out. I scribe the words that come out of my mouth. That's that piece.
Yes, Mama. Yes, 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 yes.
I'm digging
Love
that real
that.
quick.
Love that.
All right. All right. Brothers, I know y'all got to step soon, so I'm gonna rock out with y'all too. Okay. J Rob, I'm gonna go with you, and then Poetic, you step right in.
All right, brother.
Ooh, okay. I gotta find this poetry real quick, man, because this stuff is moving too fast, man. Okay. If you haven't seen the video, I got something up that's called Black People Are. So if you haven't seen the video, this is actually the piece itself.
Okay.
Black people are like the best parts of the morning and the last sliver of daylight before the moon takes over the evening. Are as forgiving as the sun for being jealous at the moon for being able to see the beauty in something so dark. We are those moments in history that disrupt the space-time continuum to remind the world that we are still here. Black people are the reason why Latin plantanos, Jamaican sweet plantains, and African sweet bananas are smothered in spiritual goodness and kinship. They are the reason why the edge of the macaroni and cheese is the most coveted part of the pan, and why you can't deny bread pudding, Latin flan, or sweet potato pie. Black people are like your favorite poet's favorite song, listening to them spit lyrics mixed with slang that sounds like dance step melodies, reggae tones, West African soul makusas that are as smooth as silk being spun on spindles of poetry. Black people are deeper than the abyss that washes up on the shores of creativity, that makes the sound of the dead seas as jubilant as the anticipation of what's about to come next and behind them. As the world continues to ask, what will they come up with next? They dance as if they are sliding on a bed of nails soaked in boiling lava while moving along air pockets known to the world as rhythm. And when you watch how sisters sashay from left to right, in any shade of chocolate that speaks to many languages, it's like she's trying to seduce spirits without speaking words. You see, my people are like gods that gift the world with style, music, offbeat languages, and they drip cool shit that comes out as slang while they wait for the rest of the world to catch up. And when the world wants to make a profit on it, we just create something else. You see, we have always been the next big thing walking. Day by day, year by year, every time is our time, and this time is that next time. And one of the deepest things about Black people is that we come in the same shade of evolutionary uniqueness, speaking in every language on earth since birth. So when anyone says, you can't imagine, well, all we did while you're heard give the drummer some, dancing to mamba, sipping on salsa, mixing Tito and Tennessee blues with Celia Cruz while dancing along Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, while reciting the revolution will not be televised, the Bada drums. Up in the Bronx, we heard Jimmy Castor spin the same record that says it's just begun, while my friends just screamed "Wepa." And that's that piece. Black people are.
All right, brother. Thank you.
I say.
Thank you, my brother.
All right. Poetic.
Ashe.
The title of this piece is called Champion. Every day I step into the square circle of life, punching and jabbing through all of America's strife. No water break for the weary. The referee has turned a blind eye, and it's scary that I have to fight my own skin color. I thought that was my sister or brother. Bounced up against the ropes of pain, dancing feet to keep from going insane, waiting for the bell to ring, this never-ending round. So blow for blow and pound for pound, it doesn't matter how hard I train, I'm fighting for a prize my ancestors never gained. Okay, round two. I'm fighting against a system that prefers oppression, and then them good old boys taking bets just when I will be knocked out. But I have no fear and no doubt that my strength and my melanin will help me obtain the victory when the bell sounds for the final round. I'll never fall to the ground. For the mat is only the canvas for my bloodshed. I was born and bred to be a champion like some of the greats before me. Then and only then will you see just who the champ is, and there I will say the champ is here. And that's that piece.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yes.
You keep playing with them words, boy.
Thank you, bro. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Got to get on over
Right,
to my other
brothers.
show. One love, one
Yeah.
mic. Continue doing what y'all do. Y'all all are amazing. See y'all on the other
Yeah.
side.
See y'all later, man. All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye,
All right,
y'all.
Whit, we're going to rock in with you.
This piece is called Pain is Love. Pain is love at the back of your eye that makes your soul roll down your face. Love is the knee to your stomach that makes you feel sick. Love is the dark that fills your heart at the slightest of deceit. Love is the ache that you feel pounded behind the soft skin behind your eye. Not one emotion, but many. Hurt, pain, anger, and passion, all wrapped up deep in your soul. Safeguarded with a lock and key. Who can get into it? Only he. He whom I have given my all. He whom holds my heart. He whom has power, the power to crush my spirit and scare my soul for what it's worth. Not worth much. I didn't have much to give, but all that I have is yours. Looking back at me, what I missed, what I had, where did it go? Where did I leave it? How do I fix what I've always done wrong? How do I get right? Can I get right? The path I've taken is hard, it hurts. My life, my words, my actions, all wrong. If pain is love and love is pain, I am wrong to what I want. I feel empty and ignorant and dumb and blind to the fact of love, life, stupid, and blind to all that is real. What is my purpose? What is my worth? A waste of air needed by no one. Life is not a dream. Welcome to the reality. Life is a bitch and then you die. If in that my love is wasted, my feelings I spill, my spirit they kill, then let it just be. Something more like I did wrong or I'll give. All I do is from my heart. and to my love, my life, my whole entire soul. What's wrong? What's right? Still I love. Am I right? And that's that piece.
Wow. Wow, I felt that. I felt that's the poet's question. Every poet's question. Wow. It's called life. Yeah. I felt that.
Appreciate that.
Okay,
What's up?
go ahead.
This is a piece I call Black Lightning. I am the Jefferson Pierce of poetry. There is no holding me. Back, I'm laid back, just waiting for an attack. When I react, it's like, oh shit, did he change his uniform into a brother who has worn a right to recite poems, checking all the layouts of places while I'm working. Full-time job in nursing, but at the same time uncertain. My energy protecting against those who act evil. My service to the people is unequaled because I see through facades. It's a smoke screen and mirrors that I wipe clean. High up on the scene, my light beam call up the team. Fluctuations of events that strike the neural, that seem brutal. The pages set my writings when I engage on matters crucial. Suits who? Don't matter, I power up when it's showtime. Word for word, line for line, bringing sights to many minds. So of course, action taken while creating inside this nation. I'm still waiting on a moment just to show my elevation, King.
I like that.
Your elevation is showing, son. It's
Telling you.
showing.
Telling you, it's all out
Absolutely.
there.
Modesty, thank you.
Rita.
Okay, it's a little short something. Purple is my favorite color, Gina. And you have it on and you're representing lupus and domestic violence. So this is just something about purple.
Awesome.
You apologize for not having anything purple to put me at ease. Trust that I experienced my color and was very pleased. I saw it in you when you opened my mind to the seas right outside your window. I heard it in you when you entered my heart by only pushing some keys right inside your studio. I felt it in you when you wrapped my body between arms and knees as we laid on your pillow. I witnessed it in you when you suggested we share our life stories as I played in your fro. There was enough purple to put me at ease. This you should know. It's very old.
I like that.
love purple. Yes, that was beautiful.
Me too.
The references to purple. It was beautiful.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Whitney.
This one is called Bear Buff and Bronze. Summer sun, kiss all my fun, free as can be. In my skin and my smile only, not shy, feeling high and powerful, showing nature, my nature, it's all natural. So naturally, I'm buff and bare, flaunting openly what the sources bless me with, without a care, nonchalant. Me and my Mary Jane, we prepare and we dance on a daydream across a rainbow, on a unicorn, such a blessing. When I'm undressing, it's a wonder, a bronze beauty. Hours back riding on the beach with daisies glistening under a warm melanin skin, intensely confident and comfortable in this skin. That's a piece.
Nice.
All right.
Gina Storm.
Okay. It's on me. I gotta do a love piece because I did domestic violence and breast cancer awareness, and so I'm not gonna keep being an advocate for all things October, but it's important. And I love love every day, so I'm gonna simply title this "Pleasant Surprise." From so many times in my life, I've been surprised. I would be like walking in the house and everything's quiet. The lights come on and people jump out with balloons and streamers and a cake and presents and they shout, "Surprise!" And I'd pee a little and I'd scream and I'd run in the opposite direction. And then I would be thinking, y'all know better. Don't do this to me on any occasion. So That was never my thing. And I would tell people immediately, if you're going to surprise me, you might catch a blow. Everybody knows me. I'll hit you in your throat. So the best thing to do is to let me know in advance so I would not be surprised. I tell that to every woman and man. And then something happened to me suddenly. I had this friend that I'd known for about a decade, and he decided to throw his hat in the ring. And I was like, oh no, see, I'm always engaged or married, so I'm going to take a break and just be in love with me. He said, okay, that's fine too. Could you keep me company tonight? I have a load that's going to take me 714 miles. And I said, sure. I don't sleep much at night, so it's something that I can easily do. Conversation never had a lag. I was constantly laughing and engaged, and he always knew how to make me feel at ease and at peace. I had all this stress in my life, and he was soothing me. And it wasn't poetry, it was just conversation. See, it's the kind of man that will let you remember that you're a woman when you had forgotten for some time, like I hadn't been thinking about that and all the things that I am in my life. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a daughter and a caretaker. I'm a sister and I'm a confidant. I am a therapist and a GG, and most of the time I'm around here cooking and cleaning, so I have to be a domestic diva, you see. And I was thinking, what did I forget along the way? That I was still a woman and it was okay to be feeling that good way that you do. It's not just the butterflies you have in your tummy or the moistness between your thighs. No, it was something else. He was massaging my gray matter and making me feel like the conversation was balanced and it wasn't just some idle chatter. No, he was engaged and keeping my attention, you see, and that meant the world to me. So the next day he said, check your Cash App. And I did, and he had sent me a gift. And I said, what was this for, sir? He said, you deserve it. See, a lot of times I've been on the phone with other people at night and they could keep me up all right. But with you, it's stimulating conversation. And for that, I feel that I need to compensate you, as a matter of fact. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll buy something sexy and I'll wear it just for you. I had a whole photo shoot. I have several mirrors up in my area in case you want to see how it was possible to catch the angles that I did. And y'all know I told you previously, I'm double jointed, so he saw some things that he didn't expect to see. So for the first time in a very long time, I will say, that was a pleasant surprise. And the one who was the surpriser and not the surprisee was me. I'm Gina Storm. Thank you for indulging me. In peace.
Double jointed, doing backflips.
That was dope.
Doing backflips.
The mirror.
Doing backflips.
Need some mirrors.
Oh wow, that was dope.
Mama.
Okay, I'm gonna do a political piece so y'all can. The name of this is called "Step Up to the Mic." We fly high, we soar. Despite the scars, despite the pain, despite the maltreatment, despite the garbage we ate, despite the miseducation, despite worshiping white, despite the feminization, despite being cold, hungry, and misdirected, we became the best at everything. We be the Midas touch people, the watermelon eating, chicken loving folk, us funky funk playing, easy going keyboard organ playing, blues singing, coming in the back door to command your stages, folk. Us banjo playing, drum beating sages, guitar strumming, flute tooting, we be the best at whatever we be doing. We be the givers and the contributors, vocals, hip hop, spoken word, poetry. We make the best out of whatever we have going. We fly high, we soar. We are the masters, the real masters, you name it, we handle it. We be good at it. We be good survivors of disasters. We be good. We be the muse your children mimic after. Parrots will be the real slaves imitating while they are hating, disliking instead of loving, taxing us as we are recovering, destroying instead of building, turning on themselves, and even the righteous among them cannot see their way clear. They have cursed their own generations, and it's a damn shame because some of them were salvageable. Near the truth stood lilies too close to poison ivy, and we wanted truth, and there was no one left to tell it. Reverend Bruce Clunder dead, nothing written, nothing said. I saw him die for our cause. Lots was written about how he came in chains and picked cotton, but little was written about how he died after all the hangings and feeding our babies to the gators, how he rose again, soaring, flying high to become the first, to become the best of everything with instincts of a sparrow. We fly high. We fly by mathematical calculation. We walked the straight and narrow, overcame and became mayors, doctors, presidents. She who looked like us, she who looked like me, had a PhD, a black chemist. We were candidates, judges, mayors, councilmen, professors, pilots, so we still soar using back doors. Blacks and the poor, legislators, inventors, creators, survivors, we thrive. We who wore labels would pull through and surpass our class. We have soared. We have roared. We fly high. But no matter how we try, we cannot seem to retaliate nor do what it takes to muster up the adrenaline, a strong weapon induced by hate. We display our dignity no more, nor did what it took while we sat and waited for our Katrina, our wounded knee, waiting not to survive anymore. Wanting not to survive anymore. We kind of went into complacency, breeding itself into the genetically modified foods, altered seeds. Plan B is in effect. Mankind, sacrifice your needs. Have you ever, even in your worst day, seen human beings supreme, being without hope, facing this new strain of strange? Started in 2014, affects the brain. We need chemists of our own. We need chemists for the people. We need chemists to step up to the microscope. Like Catherine, excerpts from my poem When Women Were Deities, how we shapeshift like one-celled amoebas, from Nzinga to Harriet, from Harriet to Condoleezza, from Condoleezza to Angela D, from Angela D to Oprah, from Oprah to Yemenya, from Yemenya to Maya, from Maya to Queen Mother Asantewaa, who protected us through the Middle Passage. Goddesses, warriors, revolutionists. You see, I am a female deity. No time to check time. When you check time, you will find there's no time left. Time is up. Time to change, rise to the occasion, innovate, elevate, demonstrate. I am here now. I am Oladeji, Mama Oladeji. I was there, and I have not forgotten. Step up to the microscope. In peace.
Yes, 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 and yes.
That was deep.
Y'all got me
Right.
sweating up in here.
I got my church
need
fan,
it.
Mama.
We're gonna
have to
close the
send
show
you
with
one.
Mama.
Yes.
We're gonna close the show with
That
that.
All right. That's
We appreciate all you guys this
Yes.
week.
Thank you.
For the ladies, we planning something real special, something for y'all on Monday. The fellas got some things to say about our communities, so we got something real nice planned.
Sweet.
Whew. Y'all brought the pain this week, man. The energy was definitely serious this week.
Indeed.
For everybody in the chat, we appreciate you guys with the comments. I mean, the chat actually helps the poets because of the energy. Whether people realize it or not, I try to keep everybody's comment. I try to put everybody's comment on the screen so everybody can see the good words of encouragement.
I see my niece.
Yeah, your niece is a very big supporter of the show, and I really appreciate her. She always shares. Yeah, she always shares and everything.
Always.
Like a couple other people, but she's very supportive, and we appreciate her. You guys, Mama, like I tell everybody, you're more than welcome to join the show whenever King reaches out to you. Nobody has been here just one time, so that's except one person. I'm still looking for her. So me and King got to talk about that. But you're more than welcome to join the show and anytime. And like I said, just let King know and with everybody in the chat, we're gonna close the show. I need everybody to stay on because I need to talk to y'all behind the scenes. Everybody. With that, y'all, we're gonna close the show and have a good night and stay safe.
Peace, love, and poetry.
Thank you for